we'll see. So what is the biggest barrier about love and intimacy for midlife women and women generally? And I would suggest it is understanding love and what you want from it. See, love is a very hard-working word. It's got many meanings, uses, and abuses. And there are so many things that were fed to us from childhood onwards about love and what our expectations of love. But all the time we are being exposed to songs, poems, music, all those things, and about love. And most stories and films are about it too. So we are entitled to see, well, it's actually a poem that was made into a song. What is this thing called love? Didn't answer the question, just asked it. And you will have heard things like, oh, love is the only thing that matters. Love is a many splendid thing. I love you till I die. The magic of love. And it goes on and on and on. And we flirt with that concept because it's appealing. However, that doesn't mean to say we know what to do with it or how to get it. So let's look at the different sorts of love, because that's what I'm going to say. Love changes. I call it the changing face of love. And the one that's most familiar, and that's the one of the songs and the poems and the plays and the novels and the rom-coms, is romantic love. And it's mostly associated with being young. And being young and in love is marvelous. But it's an all-consuming passion which sweeps us away. And sadly, at that stage in our early years, we're not equipped to deal with it. We're just literally swept away with it. And I say there's a reason for this. I term romantic love as nature's ruthless glue. So nature ensures that we're all set to give it what it wants. And what it wants is more babies. Now that might sound a bit cynical, but let's just look at the reason. The reason we've survived this long on this planet is because nature works so hard to make sure we procreate and repopulate the planet. If it didn't do that, we'd die out. So it's a very important role that nature has. But it's, as we'll see when we look at the other seasons of love, as I call them, there are three: changing face of intimate love, romantic love, and this, unfortunately, has a short shelf life of 2 to 5 years. So that thing, I'll love you till I die, it's nice to say, but don't believe it. Because what happens is, in a happy relationship that's going somewhere, the nature of love changes after this 2 to 5 years when the heady romanticism wears off. And it becomes what I call working love. This is concerned with the responsibilities that come with a family. It involves in creating a nest, then having the family and providing all the facilities, but also generating the money to pay for both. And that means both couples have effectively these days have to work to earn that money. And in addition, they've got all the responsibilities of running the home, looking after the children, all the rest of it. So I don't have the slide for this, but when I portray this as two cart horses or pulling a cart, heavy cart, or a plow or something like that, they're both focused on the main thing of going forward, and they don't look at each other much. And that unfortunately leads to many relationships coming to a premature end, when really the 15 to 25 years is to ensure that the children are safely on the way, after which you can now have a rest. You can move into mature love. So what can we say about mature love? Well, what I say there is it's what you want it to be, because you do have choices. And now, if you know what you're doing, then you can move into a situation where it's the age of response. Well, let's say it has its good side, but it also has its bad side. In that, for women, mature love means it's the age of responsibility. You, as a woman, you've got much more to lose if you make the wrong decisions. And there's a whole lot I could talk about there. I do in the Butterfly Club, but it's so easy to fall for the wrong potential partner if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for a long-time live-in partner, then you have to be very careful. I'll talk more about that later on. But on the other hand, that's not the only option. If you learn to play